Hey guys, this is MacHeads101 with a little video on the Apple Keynote that happened today, where it was Apple's Back to Mac keynote, um, and it's been long anticipated that there's going to be a new iPad, 7-inch iPad, which was, the rumors of that were kind of busted a couple days ago by Steve Jobs personally. The MacBook Air was also rumored, and that did come out, and it looked surprisingly bad. I don't want to say bad, but it's not flat as much anymore. Anyway, I'll go over that in a second. They also unveiled a new iLife, so that's iPhoto, iMovie, GarageBand. They also did a new Mac OS 11. So we have quite a bit to talk about, so let's get started. iPhoto 11 has a couple new features. There is, first of all macOS 11 is going to have full screen support, so obviously iPhoto has new full screen support for a lot of things, and it's really nice, apparently. They enhanced Facebook, so you can use Facebook pretty much from iPhoto, and you can read comments, post comments, etc. Right from iPhoto, which I think is sort of cool. They made a couple more things for, like, you can make photo books and their postcards and stuff. And they made a new thing so it's easier to email photos and it looks nicer. And then iMovie 11, now there are a couple new things. You can edit audio. I thought that was the coolest thing. There are more effects. You're supposed to be able to make effects that look amazing. I don't know how that's going to work out. There's People Finder, which is like a face tracker. It's facial recognition. So I don't know how well that's going to work based on their shake detection, which is much simpler than that, and that wasn't too good. I don't know how good facial recognition is. But I guess it's fine in iPhoto. And they came out with some new themes, and they're also, they said there's a new feature called Your World Premiere, which just means you can export it in a bunch of different presets. And so that's nothing new. They tried to make it something new, but it's not really new, and you don't really need it. New MacBook Airs. Never liked the MacBook Air, personally, because it's so expensive. But now the MacBook Airs, there's an 11-inch and the 13-inch, and the 11-inch is $9.99. So that's the same price as the MacBook. And that's for 64 gigabytes. And then you can also have 128 for $1,199. So I guess that's $1,199. Anyway, it's only $200 more, I guess, for twice as much storage. So that's pretty nice. All the storage is flash. It's all flash storage, which means it's like your RAM, and that makes it ridiculously fast. Sorry, pretty much the same thing. And since it's supposed to be so fast, like they even stated this, it can stay on standby, so you don't have to reboot it for 30 days. I don't know where they got that idea, but anyway, when you open it up, if it's on standby, it's going to instantly be available and turn on, unless you have a passcode lock, in which case you're going to have to enter your passcode. But anyway, it's like, if you never shut down your computer, it'll be pretty fast, because you won't have to boot. Anyway, they tried to over-glamorize that. Now let's get to the good stuff, which is what I was concerned about, because the keynote happened while I was at school, and I started reading about it on my way home on my iPhone. And I was looking, and I said, well, this looks terrible, because I was reading some stuff online. And macOS X Lion, macOS 10 Lion, or is it macOS 11? I don't remember. Anyway, I'll just call it Lion. Now has the App Store. They're making a Mac App Store. And the App Store is something that I think, well, a personal computer doesn't have an App Store. A closed system like the iPhone or the iPad has an App Store. But you can't make me use a centralized App Store for my Mac. That's not what I want to do. I want to have my own OS and my own apps, and you can still do that, but they're making a centralized app store. And I don't find that good at all. Like, I don't like that idea, but I guess if that's what they want to do, good for them. Um, I guess the App Store's been kind of successful, so they want to do that more. But whatever, I don't like it. Um, they are, the Mac App Store is coming out for Snow Leopard in 90 days, they said. And Snow Leopard, I don't know. I don't like the idea of writing App Store apps for the Mac because, you never know what's going to be installed on their Mac. And something could interfere, and I don't know. I don't want like a paid App Store for something that's not a closed system. And I don't want the Mac to be a closed system, and I don't think the App Store, that the Mac is the right place for an App Store. And I think that's kind of ridiculous. If they made it so you could only get stuff from the App Store, which they'd have to change the whole Mac OS to be like an iOS sort of thing. If they did that, then I'd either find the jailbreak for Mac, which I'm sure would come out, or I'd install Linux on my computer and never use Mac OS again because that would be such a downgrade. Launchpad is going to be something like the home screen where you click at something in your dock and Launchpad comes up, and you'll be able to select apps you've installed and stuff. Once again, turning the Mac into iOS. At least it's not like the home screen or the main screen. It's something you have to click in your dock or something. So it's not awful. I'll say that it's not terrible. They're gonna have full screen app support, system wide. So you can now they're gonna I guess have an API to do full screen apps for the Mac, and that would be pretty cool because right now it's pretty easy to do. But, if another app wants to go in full screen, like, they don't have any control over it. You can do whatever you want, obviously, but they don't have it documented and stuff. So, I don't know. There's probably some advantage to that. The last thing is mission control, which is basically the new expose. It comes with that embedded. And that it's pretty much the same as expose. What can I say? It's not much different. Anyway, there are a couple other things I've read about, but I'll have to confirm, and maybe I'll make a new video just on macOS Lion or macOS 11, I think. I'm not positive. Anyway, yeah, this is my little video on Apple's Keynote. New MacBook Airs, new iLife, new macOS. I don't think there's anything I'm forgetting. So anyway, thanks for watching Mac Kids 101. Subscribe, and goodbye.